What up, what up, what up? Thank you for tuning in to the Swish Masters Podcast, and thank you to our sponsor, SS96. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code Swish Masters for 15% off. Yeah, that's right, you heard me right. 15% off on all store items. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need, SS96 has it. Also, don't forget to go and check out that music from Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly. You know what it is, Gut Gang, mobbing, sleepwalking. We out here. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2022 NBA Draft at Barclays Center.
The next generation of NBA stars will realize their dreams, including 3 freshmen who are expected to go 1, 2, and 3 for just the 6th time in draft history.
Jabari Smith, he's a gem out of Auburn.
Everyone is saying you are the #1 overall pick. Does that make you more excited or more anxious?
A little bit of both. You know what I mean? A lot of pressure comes with being #1, but that's something I'm ready for, and I'm just excited to see how it unfolds.
With the first pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero from Duke University.
Surprising a few, because Jabari Smith was the guy that many people were targeting here. You saw Paolo's reaction. He was even surprised, Stephen A.
You draft somebody like him, it ain't just because of his talent, Jalen. It's because you're thinking culture.
So you end up going #1. We all saw the chatter. What do you think was the difference maker?
I wanted to be #1, but I also wasn't going to be upset wherever I went. So all I can say is Orlando's going to get 110% from me.
Now all of a sudden Oklahoma City probably didn't expect that it was going to be Smith or Holmgren. So that is a big shakeup at the top from what we thought it was going to be.
With the second pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga University.
Chet, the highest drafted player in Gonzaga program history, now at #2. You're going to hear this word a lot. At 7 feet tall, 195 pounds, that word is unicorn.
It's a mix of 1,000 emotions, and yet I have 0 words to explain it. OKC Thunder, let's work. Let's work.
With the third pick, the Houston Rockets select Jabari Smith Jr. from Auburn University.
How you feeling?
I think he's a home run. I think he's a layup pick for the Rockets.
Can you tell Houston Rockets fans what they are getting and why they should be excited?
You're getting a hard worker, competitor, somebody who don't like to lose. All I care about is that W. That's what y'all getting.
You said you were going to be the best dressed at the draft. Did you live up to the hype?
I see a lot of great suits here. Credit to our draft class, but I don't think I'd put anybody's suit over mine.
Washington, you can be on the cover? Yeah. Because there's nobody swaggier than me. Period.
I saw something on the inside. I need you to explain all of this to the viewers out there.
So this is basically what I do before every game, just calming myself down. On this side, this is when I play at home in Atlanta, so it means a lot to me.
Can we get a look at these shoes? Because these kicks, I'm feeling them. Kevin, I like these.
At the end of the day, it's an opinion. I feel like everybody here feels like they got the best suit.
People don't realize what it means to get your name called on draft.
The Detroit Pistons select Jaden Ivey from Purdue University. Marjon Beauchamp from the NBA G League's Team Ignite.
This right here is what it is all about.
Absolutely. Like, let it out, young fella. This is about the journey.
And I work day in and day out to just get to this level.
This is a moment that I can only imagine that he has been thinking of, has been working toward for years.
God never gave up on me. Everything I had to go through, all the adversity and no one believing in me, it's just special. God's lives is going to change after tonight.
The young men have the chance to be among the next generation of stars in our league.
So, which team impressed you the most? Man, a couple teams did different moves. It was a pretty good draft for some of these teams. One team in particular surprised me. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Who impressed you the most? I like what obviously OKC always has a lot of draft picks. I like what Detroit did, picking up Jaden Ivey. Memphis made a lot of moves. I feel like they did pretty good. I think. I don't know, man. It's it's kind of tough. I like. I'm gonna say Memphis because they were able to get some assets and make some moves. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for this one.
I got you. For me, you mentioned the team going with Detroit, man. After trading away Jeremy Grant, which we'll get into later, they somehow got they got Jalen Duren.
They did.
And they got Jaden Ivey. You got two, like, they were slated to go higher. And Jaden Ivey was still like top 5. Still, I'm surprised Duren fell that low. Honestly.
Yeah.
He can have this as a presence for.
He was a beast in Memphis.
Surprised he dropped. But to have Jaden Ivey, you'll have Sadiq Bey, still young on the contract. Cade Cunningham. So you have Duren and Ivey.
Yeah.
That's a decent look. I was surprised. I was kind of surprised the moves Detroit made especially after trading away. I was like, okay, what are they going to like? Kind of a free agency move.
Walker. I mean, even though they may not be anything, but
I was really surprised with what they.
Yeah,
because they needed someone tough up front. They got that.
Definitely.
You have a backcourt of Cade and Ivy. They at the 3 or whatever combination you want to work with that. They got some good potential. I was just surprised they got away with 2 like pretty, really, really good impact players.
Detroit,
they impressed me. Detroit impressed me.
Yeah. I agree with you. Detroit was probably making some really good moves. Probably made some good picks for sure. Made some good plays in the draft. Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely surprising. And runner up behind them, honestly, I try not to be a homer, but OKC did some pretty impressive things in the draft.
Absolutely.
They did. I also want to shout out the Rockets because there's one player that fell so low. Ty Washington.
Oh,
he fell to the right. He fell so low. He was once slated to be a lottery pick, like last year. Dropped that low, and to still pick him up, I think he still has potential, despite how far he fell. There are a couple players that fell kind of far that can be like steals if you play it right. But Houston needed like another guard because John Wall is not going to work out for your future. So you need to get a good playmaker. Green is a good scorer, sure. He's great for the 2. You need someone that can facilitate. Ty is a good all-around guard. Sure. He was like one of the best guards in the draft to me. Point guard. The fact that he fell to the right.
Yeah, that does address one of the issues. You're right, because both Jalen Green and Kevin Porter are more like go get bucket type of shot creators, and they don't have a setup type guy, So that's a good point.
Yeah, so I'm surprised. There are a couple names in the draft that I've been seeing on my drafts a lot, and they just fell for whatever reason.